So you want to watch Ticket to Paradise with George Clooney and Julia Roberts, guys? I got to tell you, my initial impression of it was that it was pretty good. Now, it was more of a drama in my books than, say, like a romantic comedy, but it worked because George Clooney and Julia Roberts were the real standouts for me. And let's just take a look at the IMDb here to see the rest of the cast. The synopsis reads, a divorced couple teams up and travels to Bali to stop their daughter from making the same mistake that they made 25 years ago, because I guess they rushed their marriage. Now, it says 6.4 there on IMDb. We'll take a look at the tomato meter here in a few moments. But what's something that jumps out at you here is the 144-minute runtime. Yeah, it's a bit long, guys. That's something that I also said in my initial impression. That's up on the channel right now. I'll link it here in the cards above. That, it was a bit long. It was a bit slow to get going. And that's what I meant by it's more of a drama than like that rom-com. You could see that there were inklings in there that that's what they were driving for. But then they kind of held back some of those punches and it was more dramatic. And once again, George Clooney, if you're a fan of his, you'll want to check this out because he does one of those subtle performances where it's kind of like, yeah, man, this dude's got it. And Julia Roberts is great as always. But you could see for sure that they were going for those rom-com angles in this. Where, they would have like, just like the cliche stuff of them getting hurt or something like that. And then, silly kind of comedy. Then you could see that those elements were there. But then they also kind of pulled back on some of those punches. So it just wasn't too over the top. This is the actress who plays the daughter, and this is the husband. They meet and then 34 days later they want to get married. Another thing too is that like this actress, she did okay, but she does not look like what would be the offspring of Julia Roberts and George Clooney. That's just a minor gripe. Clooney and Roberts executive produce this, so they put their own money into this, and you could tell they had lots of fun making this movie. They did, and they had like a little blooper reel there during the end credits. So if that's kind of your curiosities too, I'd recommend checking that out. I guess there's no other set photos there, but who was that actress that played the daughter there? I'll pull that up here. Is it Lily? Caitlin Dever? Yeah. Caitlin Dever, and her friend is Billy Lord. Really? Oh yeah, that's right. And the husband there's Maxime Boutier. Okay, but anyway, they go to Bali, they fall in love and whatever. Yeah, I like the atmosphere of this movie. I like the settings, the locations are definitely they took advantage of all the exotic locations in this for sure, of like the beaches, the scenery all around, and I like the message at the end. It went as typical as a marriage wedding movie would go, is that they don't like the fiance at the beginning, and then they come around at the end, and then because they were estranged, they like each other there at the end. Yes, you know where it's going, but I tell you this, it's the journey to get there, how things unravel, and it's just the chemistry that Julia Roberts and George Clooney have. It's intoxicating a little bit, right? And you just watch them on screen, and they've both got a couple moments where they truly shine and show their skills as actors, and that's cool. That's cool in my book. Okay, let's go over to the tomato meter and see what the critics were saying. 56%. Okay, so that's a little bit higher actually than I thought it would be. 89 by the audience. So this is just like Black Adam, guys. It's one of those things where don't care about what the critics say on this one. You're a Clooney fan, you want to see it. You're a Julia Roberts fan, you want to see this. Because, yeah, it's got some charm to it, for sure. And let's take a look at some of this quick snapshot reviews here, just to, humor ourselves here. All right, let's take a look here from Real Views. He says that this is a bad review. If Ticket to Paradise had been all about the 2 stars, it would have been fine, but it's not. And therein lies the problem. Well, they do spend a lot of time establishing the daughter and the fiance. They do spend time doing that, but that's fine. Maybe cut down a little bit in the beginning with her graduating and stuff. But yeah. George and here's a good one from the playlist. George and Julia Sparkle, which is the trailers, is what the trailers promised and is what the movie delivers. And yes, it does. And as I said, there's a little bit of heart there towards the end in the performances that I really enjoyed. Ticket to Paradise is pleasant and inoffensive entertainment, says Coca Likas. I don't know what that is. But yeah, guys, overall, you're going to get what you pretty much sign up for with Ticket to Paradise. Just know that it's not going to be over-the-top laughs all the time. It's going to be a little bit more of that dramatic flair to it. Overall, guys, I had fun at the theater watching Ticket to Paradise. I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. Not the best movie of the year, but quality entertainment nonetheless. Ticket to Paradise, guys. Go check it out. All right, let's get back into the big movie news headlines of the day. Ooh. All right, so I think that worked. That worked as a good review, right, guys? Glass Vikings in the live chat says, is Ticket to Paradise similar to Complicated with Meryl Streep and Alec Baldwin?